Morning group member. You see this topic now? One touchy topic. But this is how I feel about it. Back in the old days, now Christ them time. You understand? It was a reign say a man could have up to 12 wives. Remember about the concubine. But him have 12 wives. Because basically on a scale is around when you check the levels, it's around 50 woman to one man when you do the maths right now. And basically it probably the same thing back in the day. So you have a man attend to 12 women. So no woman no feel lonely. You understand? But as things change and times change, you find out say man have one wife but a lot of concubine. You understand? Because in the old days, a man knows him have 12 wives, him have to cater for all 12 of them. Nowadays, a man have one wife, him knows a boy, him just have a side chick where him go link now and then. Most of the money I spend on the wife. Side chick get a little money. You understand? Another thing is that in this time now, you find out say a man a work hard, Him just have a little side chick for just know say he must spend a little money there so for enjoy himself differently from wifey. You understand? So it designed in our DNA so we have more than one. But now these times and they probably can't afford only one. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, brother, but we never directly I say me, but I show you how it stay back in the days. Remember say woman never there work them time. You understand? Remember say woman but me I show you say things and times change. You understand? Cause as I say, yeah, them offer them thing. I remember say just as we are up, remember say them are the smart one because we are spend on them. You understand? And them are save. So when we water down, them water up. You understand?
Bro, we get that plain and now we are talking about it. That's why I say right now every woman independent, brother. Right now I best time of them, I swear. You remember say one time you have to have 20 cow, 500 goat, 300 acre land if you can have 12 wife. Ah, say you have 12 women for yourself. You know if you have that right now, brother. You say you know if you have nothing. Me not, no, wrong. Some man now if you have nothing at all. Cause some man not feel like he got a word and some man not feel like he got nothing at all. So I just say, go, brother. Though me see it right now, brother, me can have 20 human for myself and that nah contradict nah. The next 20 where you have them no cross all no. And everybody happy. I just the world over there, you see me? It's just that you see because of one thing when you have jealousy and now that play a major role in our relationships. Then. You see me? We don't know man I'm more jealous I race. So all that's something I know. If you question favor ask about the woman them and born, oh God. We know that's something they going on. Me can't forget the time me and my baby left about 3 years. And me a pass yard and say one car park I gate, No appetite me now have. Me happy I go and sad by the time me reach. Drink till me drunk. Now have no sense. All because of what? I pass one car I gate. And we left more than 3 years back then. Yeah man, mash up my meds man. That's what I know say that's what me I do now man. And you know how much woman me had during that time. So it's like the man psyche and the woman psyche different. The woman then can handle the bun part of this better than the man them. And it proven. A woman will just go through and mash up your house and they don't know like the thing them a fire. She not kill her for a certain way. Some women will. But on average that like a handful of women will kill after you. Man, as in find out say I get bun. Bright light, big church service, tough cat. I don't know. We just no angle that something there well. Men no angle bun well. We no angle jealousy well. Women angle that better than us. And yet we are say we love the bun more and we can't angle it. Eh? Just the point of this being a man married to a woman him say him love, yet him still would have sex with the next girl because of the sex. And women don't really understand that too. Because true, when they come on to a woman, she have to have this psychological connection, even for a second, for really. She have to really like a man if you go have sex with her, even prostitutes. But a man, once a brookings, remember say man broken all dog, fowl, snake, anything you find for broke one time him lost come up on him and do it. So man different. Man we have sex and have no. Me can tell you this. Cause me do it. Me have sex with females and me not have no connection to her whatsoever. Hate her when me done. For no reason. Just men that. And that's something I know with DNA, you hear but not tell nobody.
Hey, good morning again, family members. I've been listening to comments, people's ideas and different theory. First of all, having more than one woman has been happening from Bible days. So I should not say that it is or is not in one DNA. I remain silent on that part. But it is not necessarily a good thing. It will look good on the man, based on how men love to brag. Oh, may I have 2 women, may I have 3 women. But question is, can that man support those women? I always use myself as experience. In my earlier days, I used to have more than one. Matter of fact, I have several. It's not something that I am proud of. Having more than one woman can break you much more than build you. All right? One, it breaks you financially, even morally, psychologically, physically, and even spiritually. Physically, you can lose your health. Your life depends on it as well. You can lose your own life because people might get jealous, hurt you. You catch disease. So many things can happen. Having several women mean extra spending of money. Spending money on every one of them, or you're gonna spend on some. So it has it more bad than good, or more harm than good. So I would suggest that it is not a good thing. Not saying it is not right, but you know what the Bible does says that if one discern to be in a role in leadership position like elders or so on, they should be the husbands of one wife. It did not say that everyone should. I'm not saying that it is right or it is wrong. I am telling you how does it look and the implementation or what may cause, what may happen or what may not happen. So that is my take on it for now.
My answer is I don't know. But should they? I would say no. Is it in the DNA? I don't know. Can they? Yes. Is it ideal? Depends on the person. All of that, but the whole inner DNA and should the man or whatever, that not really, that not sit well logically still. But, so I go. Everybody will try to justify for them, lifestyle choices, I guess. You have some old time old time man way, you know, believing in them thing they like they some older Islamic man and thing older Muslim man we say boy man can Allah say man can have up to 4 wife, you know, and them thing there and them thing there, but that shit don't make sense to me, but to each his own. That's how I see it.
Right. The most of the time you hear that little topic and a conversation will come up about one man have multiple wife. Them thing come up in a religious group in man and man pan corner, woman and man attack. And when it come up, most cases, almost every man will say, yeah, them that want more than one woman. But in reality, almost every man will have more than one woman. Them always have one genuine or one bona fide girl where him knows that she are the queen or the main one, but everybody else are just for fun and like enjoyment, and then when the end of the day him go back to this one. Now in your question you say, is it our nature or DNA as males? Now when you refer to nature, you refer to something, a act or a behavior which is natural. Now the desire and the attraction is natural, but not the fact that you got act out upon what you feel is not necessary the correct thing. So there are many things in which we feel or want to do, but we know say it not right. So not because we have the desire or the feeling to do something, I gotta be the final decision maker as to whether or not you're going to act on it. So in our actions, in anything we do, we must always look upon the consequences we follow, and then at that point we will realize whether or not the action or the act would be correct or not. Now, yes, it is very desirable for a man to have more than one woman. You understand the variety. You have this and have that. But the reality of all of these relationships and situations is that you're going to have problem. Going to have problem. All when the woman them say, yeah man, I'm good with that. Me good with me not no problem as long as me get my time. You going to have problem with that. Me I tell you. Yeah, when them willing to group up 10 women, them willing to come together and say them have a RJ and make it nice for your birthday, you're going to have problem with that. So even though it is very desirable and enjoyable, the consequences and the results is always end in a problem. So while we might think say as something natural or we have that little ego that thing about we, the consequences wrong. And so based on that outcome, I would say it is not the best thing for a man if you have more than one woman. So we have to just get that, seek that one woman that we can, it not gonna satisfy all needs or all we call it criteria, but as much as it can fulfill. But me always say when you seek that next that spouse or the other half, they seek someone with characteristic where you can live with. So if the person a liar and you can live with a liar, then live with it. But if you can't live with a liar, don't bother going in a relationship. So when you identify the other person, the issues and problem, ask a question. If you can live with it, if you can't live with it, don't. You understand? But don't go in a relationship trying to change a person. Now, if you go in a relationship with somebody where you might have rocky time and whatever, even though it's that one person, I am telling you, at the end of the day, not care how a man wants for a while, he might always go back to this one female or always have this one female. And then we can say that is a natural desire, so that is natural of man. You understand? But we get perverted in such a way that we do things where not natural, but we do it so often we refer to it as being natural. But based on what me see, and me know, a man having more than one woman, trust me, a problem.
So my answer to that is no. I don't support a man having more than one woman. However, it is something that is in their DNA, something that we women can't stop, because even if they do not want the other woman, them just want what between the legs. You understand? So I guess I just something in their DNA. It's not necessarily said to prove to be the alpha male, but that's just men in general, because they have that one female that they love, that have their heart. Where if that female did nothing for hurt them, then probably would have even want hurt the female. But them have an next set where them not really care what them want do, cause guess what, just the front them want. That's just something that is in their nature. But you do have men who change for women. It is rare, but it does happen. But it's just something that is in men's DNA.